Boxing Social here with trainer Dominic Ingle. How you doing?
How you doing, Patrick?
Very good. So, thoughts about the fight, Billy Joe Saunders versus Martin Murray?
Yeah, it's a good fight. You know, this is the third opponent Billy will have fought who's boxed Golovkin. You know, that's ultimately the goal we're looking for. And for me, probably gave Golovkin more of a fight than any of the other two. You know, Lemieux and Monroe. So it's a tough fight on paper. Billy's got to put in a good performance. After fighting Lemieux in Canada, having that great performance, very easy, to sit back and rest on his laurels. I think this is going to be an easy fight, but it's not. Martin's in the last chance saloon. He's got everything to prove. As you heard there earlier, he was talking about retirement, and this will have given him a new lease of life, and set up 2018 if he can beat Billy. It's an ideal opportunity for him. So it's going to be an interesting fight.
What's the atmosphere like in the gym in Sheffield right now?
Well, it's always been a tremendous atmosphere. We've got Billy Joe Saunders, Kelbrook, Kid Galahad. It's a great team. Everybody has a laugh and a joke. We get down to the serious work, but there's always a bit of fun involved afterwards. And it's a very, a team spirit that we've got. Even though it's an individual sport, boxing, it's nice to be surrounded by people who are in a similar frame of mind, got a similar mindset, and it keeps everybody switched on. Everybody's very competitive.
During that press conference, Billy Joe mentioned that right now he is at his prime as a boxer, but he might not stick with the sport 4 years from now. What did you make of his comments?
Well, I take it with a pinch of salt. He's only just 28. He was 28 in August. He's had a great, look at his last fight. He hardly got hit. And if you can carry on doing that, the hard thing for boxers is always the lifestyle. He's always the lifestyle. And obviously in the past, Billy's not lived the life. He's changed himself around, but he's changed himself around for the better, and I just can't see him going back to that lifestyle of letting himself get out of condition, even when he finishes boxing, because I think he's realised, this is the first time I've seen him today, probably since the fight, and he's still in good shape, and that speaks a lot, because you see so many fighters, promising to keep near their weight and keep on it, but then you see them, they've gone totally out of shape again. So it's refreshing to see, and I think his mindset's changed, and even though, he's thinking to himself, I won't be boxing in 2 years' time. Personally, I think he'll get to 31, 32 before he starts showing any signs of slowing down. I think that's what it's all about. I think while he's enjoying it and he's getting the wins and he's getting the big fights to motivate him, I think he'll stick at it. If he goes long periods of time without fights and he's allowed to sit around too long, then I think he'll go off the boil. I think he's got to be motivated to keep going.
Will Martin Murray get the David Lemieux treatment in the fight, or can we expect something different from Billy Joe?
He's different because Martin Murray, for me, is a better all-round boxer than David Lemieux. I think David Lemieux, for some reason, just believed his own hype and went in with one game plan, that was to knock out Billy Joe Saunders. Martin Murray's not, he's not daft. He's seen Billy at his best and he's seen Billy at his worst. He knows what Billy's capable of. So Martin's a very, he's a shrewd fighter, really. He's only ever lost at the top level. Been with some good guys. He's got a lot of experience to draw on. I referenced the Golovkin fight. They put a tremendous performance. I think with a bit more notice and a bit more activity, it could have been a different result because he showed a lot of grit in that fight. So I think he's going to be there for the full 12 rounds with Billy, and I think he's going to give as much as he can give. And Billy just can't underestimate this guy, because to take your foot off the gas or underestimate him, Billy going in there with half a mind, it's going to be an easy fight. It's going to be a very, very difficult night's, evening's work if he does that. And
finally, do you think Billy Joe will face either Canelo or GGG this year?
I'm not too sure. It's the boxing politics again. It'd be great. I think he's obviously fighting each other again, and Golovkin usually fights around about September time, which will be ideal for us if it does happen. And I can't. What other fight can Golovkin have? Bearing in mind that he comes through against Canelo. If he loses, will he pack up? So it'd be great if he did, because Billy's on a roll at the minute. He's on a high. The momentum's with him. Golovkin is getting a little bit older. He's getting more miles on the clock. It'll be another hard fight with Canelo. But he's a warrior, and sometimes these guys don't know when to stop. Sometimes it's too late. They get beat and then they stop. So it'll be interesting. Hopefully we get it this year, because I think that's what Billy set out in his mind. That it's going to be this year, and I think he's working towards that goal. And it'd be great if he could.
Dominic Ingle, thank you very much.
No problem.